just 23 hours, around 330 kilometers of distance covered, and the entire nation is looking at Ms. V.K. Sasikala and Mr. T.T.V. Dinakaran. The man behind this mega show of strength for Ms. Sasikala is her nephew and AAMK General Secretary, Mr. T.T.V. Dinakaran. And he is now here with us, speaking exclusively to India today. Thank you very much for speaking to us, sir. Really long journey.
Yes.
So much of crowd and people are out there. And we heard you're the man behind organizing every stretch. You know, you had everything in mind because you were literally the face of Chinnamma when she was away. How did you make it happen?
We didn't plan anything. And I want it to be natural because she's like our mother, not only for me and the whole party. You know, the party name is Amma Makkal Munnetra Kalagam. Our beloved leader is not here with us. So we all see her as our beloved Amma. And even though she is my mother's sister, all the party cadres, even people of Tamil Nadu used to call her as Chinnamma. She is coming back after 4 years, after completing her imprisonment and all. No? So our cadres were ready from December itself.
From December?
Yeah, because they all know that she will be coming back on January 27th. So they were expecting her on 27th of January, but because of this COVID, she was not able to come back. So they were all waiting for her arrival. So when I gave an appeal to them, they all mobilized on their own. It is not like a political event. They all wanted to receive their mother. They all over from Tamil Nadu, from Kanyakumari to Tirupati. They all came, and the party, our party headquarters secretaries and district secretaries, they fixed the points where they have to come and write. Like that they planned. And it is a very big success, I know, because it is because of our cadres and our party office bearers.
So even ADMK members were there, right? Cadres?
Yeah, I was told that there because the cadres, no, Amma's cadres all came. Even I don't know, it's only our party cadres or even the cadres from other parties also came. Might have come there.
And also, how was your aunt's reaction to the groundswell she saw?
She felt very happy. And we both expected that we will reach only in the early morning because you are aware that we were there with our leader for long years, for 30 years, more than 30 years. After MGR's demise, when our beloved leader Amma has started the party, she went throughout Tamil Nadu to each and every village. Almost she covered 70% of the districts. Because they announced the elections, we stopped it. At the time, she used to start in the evening around 4 and we will finish the tour in the early morning only. Like this, we used to go monthly at least 15 days.
You all used to accompany?
Yeah. My aunt used to sit in the van. I used to sit on the top. At the time, there were no this kind of technology developments. She used to sit on the top of the this thing door. We will fix a chair and there will be a jockey fixed to that chair. She will sit like in a open lorry. We used to travel most of the districts. She covered all the villages also in 88. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, I know. She was the propaganda secretary then.
No,
not later than that. Yeah, later
after,
than that. Of course. After the split. After the split. Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
At the time, so we had that experience, and I know about our cadres, their response and all. So I thought, based on the feedbacks I got from our party leaders, I thought that we will reach around in the early morning only. That happened.
So you see, it's like a similar kind of a road show that Miss J. Jayalalitha madam had conducted back then after the split of AIADMK,
Yeah.
and now what Chinnamma conducted. You feel there is a similarity in that?
No, that was only in district for some 50 to 60 kilometers maximum she can cover, because she has to give speech in each and every point, that is the village. So that is different. But there was no speech not at all. She was traveling and people were, our guides were coming. Only she stopped for a few minutes.
Yeah.
I told her, if we stop for minutes together, we cannot reach in the morning. So it will take some more time. So I was rushing from the my van. I was rushing. We should go fast like. So we were able to reach at least in the morning.
Absolutely. And also, sir, we all know about Ms. Shashikala. We have spoken about Madam Jayalalitha. Mr. T.T.V. Dinakaran, you are an engineering graduate and you just shared how you started your political journey. But if you could elaborate, how and when did you start your political journey?
Actually, it started with our leader. My career started with our leader after our great leader MGR's demise. After his demise, she has nobody, no? She was alone. She has no family members here. Her mother was not there. Her relatives were away from her. Even her brother was not with her. We know her from 83. My aunt used to go there from 83 in MGR days. I know her from 86. And
How old were you then?
at the time I was 23.
Okay.
I was in engineering, no? I studied at Chikmagalur. I didn't complete my degree, but I completed my course.
Okay.
And 87 on December 23rd night, after the demise of late Dr. MGR, we all stayed with her at that home in order to protect her. At that time, a lot of information and a lot of rumors were there that some opponents who were in the ruling for some time, they wanted to send her away from Tamil Nadu, and we were told that there will be acid, they will throw acid like and all, there were information. So we didn't want to employ anybody. So we handpicked our family members who are all educated from some close relatives who didn't come for employment. They all came as protectors or as for service. They came and stayed there for more than 2 years. We used to accompany her wherever she goes. I used to sit on the top when she traveled on the van. I used to wear gloves because if somebody throws something, I have to stop it. No? Like that we used to travel. We learnt it naturally to protect her also. So I used to be with her for long years, and till she became the chief minister, I was with her. And after that, I went for business, and we were arrested in 96. I was under Prevention Act and all. After I came back, my leader wanted somebody from the family to be in politics. Because after I came back president, she told me in 97, February or March, she told me that no, I am not interested in dynasty politics and all. But I have nobody in my family. I have no children. So she used to call my aunt as Sasi. Sasi is my family. You were there with me for 3 years. You used to look after my all, like a secretary, I used to look after all her political activities. I used to attend phones. At the time there were no cell phones. I used to attend the phones, even though there were many stops. She wants me to attend everything. So from morning to 9 till she sleeps, I used to be there in the office. Wherever she goes, I used to go with her. Because my age is like her son's age, so I used to accompany wherever she goes. At the time I didn't know that I will come to politics, but I never thought that I will come to politics. After 96, he wanted somebody from the family. I think that because I worked with her for 3 years, she might have noticed me and she might have selected me. So he made me as a candidate in 99. First I was introduced as a candidate in the elections, in the parliament election. She only selected the constituency, that is Periyakulam. Now it is Theni parliament. And I contested from there because of her candidature. He only gave me the candidate. So people used to think that I am from her family. So I won with a very good margin and all. Like that my career started. And I was there for 5 years in Lok Sabha. And I lost in 2004. Everybody lost in our alliance. But I lost with a minimum margin of 20,000 votes. And immediately she wanted me to be, she made me as a Rajya Sabha member. At that point there were 4 vacancies. She only made me as a Rajya Sabha member. I was in parliament for 11 years. 5 years in Lok Sabha and 6 years in Rajya Sabha. And she made me as she gave me many party postings. And finally I was appointed by her as the treasurer of ADMK also. That was in ADMK, that is the next to the General Secretary. If there were no Deputy General Secretaries at the time. So I was the treasurer. I was in the protocol, I was next to her. In 2006, after the assembly election, she appointed me. And you all aware, 2007 or 8, because of some internal politics, she told me to be away.
Now, what exactly happened? That 10-year break, that's something everyone wants to know.
Yeah.
Why Mr. TTV disappeared for that 10 years?
See, I was Rajya Sabha member. At the time, due to some internal politics. What I mean by internal politics, I don't want to reveal that. And because, see, politics is field of conspiracy, because various factors. She felt I should be away. So she made me to be away. But even though I was away from active politics, I used to go to parliament and attend the session also. Only thing, she told me, you don't have to look after my constituency, because her constituency laid down in my parliamentary constituency. I was looking after her constituency. I was in charge of her assembly constituency. So when she told not to go to the constituency, why should I go to Periyakulam? So I didn't go there. But I went to parliament, I attended it. And even for 2009, she told me to talk to the alliance partners and all. She told, because in 2001, even from 89 onwards, we used to participate in the alliance this thing and all. Particularly when I became a member of parliament, in 2001 elections, she allowed me to talk to all the leaders, and we only formed the alliance and all. And 2004 also, we formed the alliance. 2006 also, we were for the alliance. 2009, even though I was not in active politics, even though I am a member of parliament, she told me to be away from limelight. But she told me to talk to some alliance partners. I only finalized the alliance with the PMK at the time. I only finalized it. After at the time of 2011 and all, I used to go and meet her and all. But after in the end of 2011, she removed me also from the party along with others. After that, I didn't meet her. Only I met her in the hospital.
Oh, there was such a long gap.
I didn't go to, because basically I am not interested in politics. I never thought that I will be in politics. Only because of a leader I came into politics. When she told, I went away from politics.
You didn't stay in touch or anything?
Actually, any politicians also, any party, like switching off a cell phone, I switched off all my contacts, and because I was not for it. No, she told, so because of her instructions, I was in politics. When she doesn't want it, I went away from that. But after her demise, even my aunt doesn't want to enter into politics, Mrs. Savigila. Only, at the time, she only advised these people to elect Paneerselvam as Chief Minister on the day of our leader's demise. After some time, many other, the present Chief Minister and other ministers who are all shouting answers now,
Yes. Yes. Was going to ask that
Today
question.
also I saw.
That quote is there for me. What Mr. EPS, the CM, had said, quote unquote, TTV, who was not in ADMK for 10 years, self-proclaimed himself as a party member and took several attempts to capture the party. He took 17 MLA's office and abandoned them in the middle of the road. Anyone who goes behind him will end up being abandoned, unquote. That is what he has said.
Everybody aware that even today after he talked, in the social media, what he spoke about me when I contested in the by-election, what he spoke about me, what he praised about me and all, it is today also after his speech at some place on the road. Immediately it is coming in the social media. See, after Amma's demise, on the day of my aunt going to Bangalore, these people only suggested me to be Deputy General Secretary. Because in her absence, only Deputy General Secretary will function as the General Secretary. So they only recommended me.
These people who are
all shouting now, no?
CM, all of them.
All of them. All of them who are with us. All the ministers now and some more office bearers. They only told them you should appoint him as the deputy general. Because they used to work with me only, no. When I was treasurer, the present CM was appointed as propaganda secretary.
So, no, but what happened at Kuvatur, sir? And also before that, how did your chitti call you back after 10 years, after demise of Amma, or when she was in hospital?
I used to meet my aunt in between and all. She used to come for marriages. Because my leader told us he expelled from my party. You know, my wife was looking after Jaya TV for 13 years.
Yeah.
She went and told, you have removed my husband. It's not fair to come and functioning here. So it will not look good. So she told her and she resigned and she also came out. And you are aware that some of our family members were arrested. Even though I was in limelight, I was in power, she didn't disturb me. I know the reason. I cannot tell the reason why I was silent.
Absolutely. But then suddenly your chitti fell, but you are the capable person amongst the other family members.
My leader, I was selected by my leader. No, I contested in the elections. I was there for 10 years and I was in the second position in the party also, next to the General Secretary. I was the treasurer and I used to conduct all the by-elections. Everybody knows.
But when CM says that you have abandoned the 17 MLAs, how do you respond to that?
See, he may talk anything. The same Palnichami spoke, praised a lot about us. You know, he used, what are all he spoke about me. He is telling that after 10 years, suddenly he came into party. They only accepted me as Deputy General Secretary. They all came to the constituency, and when I contested in hat symbol, he used to come for campaigning, and even I remember he spoke in the meeting. Our leader in the assembly told, next for centuries my party will be in power. He was mentioning that, and he is there. He was treasurer. He was parliament member. So he will, so that is, as per our leader's words, he is the person going to take the party to the next centuries and all he spoke. It is there, you know, you are aware.
Yeah, we have it.
And now we know, see, after tasting the power corrupts minds. That is the reason, nothing else. And you ask me, what happened in Kuvatur? Nothing happened. All the MLAs were there. They are all waiting. My aunt requested them to elect Palanichami. Only the MLAs. Everybody knows MLA was only elect. Why? Why did they elect Palanichami? Do we think that he is a very big leader? No. After Panniselvam, if Panniselvam would have stayed with us, he would have made again Chief Minister on the day. We were not against him. All these present ministers, even Mr. Thambidurai, all were present. They were daily. They used to come. They used to tell power should be at one place. You should become the general secretary. We want you to be the chief minister. Like that, they were compelling her for more than 45 days.
So what changed then everything? What exactly do you think changed?
Yeah, everybody knows the reason behind it. It is an open secret. Why should I repeat it?
If you could tell, I mean, because you must have known, so there must have been
only
some...
power and fear of power only made them. They are all fear of only power, and power, fear of power only made them to be away from us. That only made them to talk like this.
Fear
Power
of
corrupts
power.
minds. So, see, without they know nowadays how powerful is the social media. Knowing everything on a street, if anybody talks, now what do you think about it? It is all because of the power only they talk. They are why they should shout. Only our aunt came from Chennai, from Bangalore to Chennai. Why should they shout like this? Why should they try to stop this? Why the ministers should run to the DGP and giving complaint? I told, no, even if you go to the Major General, military Major General, he will not interfere. I told only he will not interfere because you have to go to the court only. See, they have wasted their time by sending a special DGP to Krishnagiri, and he was waiting there. And actually, I want to tell you this, it is not a pre-planned one. Actually, when my aunt was coming from from that place where he stayed, there was some mechanical problem in the car because long years, 4 years now, they was only, they were stopped at her residence, no? Only they were maintaining it. On the day when there was some trouble, and the air condition also not working. So they stopped the car. At the time, Mr. Dakshinamurthy, who was an office bearer, who is until that day he was an office bearer, he came to receive her aunt. He was waiting there. So he came and called her, let us go in our car. So immediately she went into the car and they came. At that time I was stuck in the traffic. They telephoned me and told, okay, you go and reach. After 5-10 minutes, I reached them also.
They all have been expelled now. Samangi, Mr. Samangi, all of them have been
Samangi is the person, he's a union councillor, and he wanted to give a reception to her, welcome her at the border, because he's from that area. Our people, our AMMK people, with broad mind, they allowed him to give welcome to her.
But now, how will she continue to use the flag? Will she continue to use the flag?
No bar for that only, it's a dispute. See, Election Commission will not interfere in the flag issue and all. They are concerned about the party name and symbol. This thing they have to go to the court. Already case is there. Let them go to court. Because they have power, they have sent the police force. Why they would have removed the flag from that car also? Why didn't they do? What made them to go back?
What made them to go back?
So they saw the military like soldiers like cadres were starting from that first from border to Chennai. I was told it might have crossed 5 lakhs.
Okay, 5 lakh.
Yeah, that I was told.
It was the entire stretch people.
Yes, the 330 kilometers. The stretch was, it is more than 5 lakhs. I expected 4 lakhs.
So it's 5 lakhs. And you spoke about power. You said power control. There is a control of power also. What would you like to express it openly?
Power. They are afraid of power.
Afraid of whom?
Power.
Which power?
That and all you should know. I don't want to tell it because this is election time. We should not unnecessarily talk anything.
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.